you, Madam Chairman. Detroit area has the fourth largest number of foreclosures of anyone. Atlanta comes in number 7. It's a serious problem, and most of our experts agree that it's going to get worse before it gets better. How did a nice guy like Kittle get involved in this stuff? Representing the mortgage people. I mean, what happened in your life that created this?
I chose to be here, Congressman, and mortgage bankers are nice people just like I am, so I'm pleased to be here to represent them today.
Well, that's very reassuring, and if anyone could do it, it would be you that make us feel reassured. But, you know, this committee is quite collegial with Chris Cannon and Tom Feeney and Mr. Shabbat from Cincinnati. Brad Miller's over here. We've got a real politic situation here, and that is that we can talk all we want, but this bill is going to be tough to get through the House and the Senate, gentlemen. It is not going to be an easy thing to do, and unless we can get Mr. Shabbat and Mr. Miller and this committee together, that to me is my goal. We have sensational discussions and exchanges on this committee, but you see, there are a lot of people that are now. I'll be putting out a press release later on, and so will a lot of others. But the problem, Chris, is that we've got people who will be listening and looking at this and say, good night, the Sanchez Committee is really getting us taken care of. We're talking upward of 500,000 people, families now, and help is on the way. Members, the witnesses that have been invited here today, is there anything you can recommend out of your vast experience? I know Mr. Brewer and Attorney Ted Kalo from North Carolina know of each other, but tell me, knowing the difficulties of getting both houses of the Congress together, what I'm beginning to get worried about is what's going to really happen. I mean, it'll be a noble effort, and all these people are saying, boy, Chairman Conyers, I knew he'd do it, and I knew Chabot would do it. I knew Brad Miller could come through. Sanchez has got more work than any other subcommittee in the Judiciary. Where are we? Mr. Brewer?
If you're asking me how you get this bill passed, that's way above my pay grade. But I mean, the answer.
So tell me anyway.
I mean, well, I think you either do it sooner or you do it later. Because if I'm right, if what I'm hearing is these voluntary modifications are going to fix the problems, I'll come back here and admit I was wrong. But I will bet anybody here any amount of money that we'll come here. You wait till next spring, and you don't do something, and this foreclosure crisis, this fire I'm talking about, is going to be burning out of control, and you'll have to do something, you know, because people will ultimately demand it.
Attorney Levin, what say you?
I don't know where the middle ground is to answer your question directly, but the answer is not do nothing. The answer is not let the lenders decide when they want to give up value. To Mr. Cannon's thumb on the scale point, it's a very important consideration in all bankruptcy legislation. At this point, my experience tells me that homeowners with homes whose values have fallen and who cannot afford the payments do not have anything on their side of the scale. I think passing something along these lines would give them a little bit of negotiating leverage. Now they have none, and it would be cabined and regulated by the bankruptcy judges under the Supreme Court's decision. But I don't think doing nothing is the answer.
Madam